Hello students, today in this video I am going to tell you about chapter 9 soil. In this video we are going to learn about the topics soil and soil profile. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It supports the growth of plants and is essential for agriculture. Soil is a home for many living organisms like bacteria, fungi, insects, worms, rodents, moles, etc. The soil is formed by the action of wind, water, and climate. This process is called weathering. Soil is composed of distinct layers. To find out how these layers are arranged, now let's perform a small activity. Take a little soil, break the lumps with your hand to powder it. Now take a glass tumbler 3/4 filled with water and then add a handful of soil to it. Stir it well with a stick to dissolve the soil. Now let it stand undisturbed for some time and then observe what could we see there. Here in the topmost portion of this tumbler, a layer is floating. This is humus. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. This is the rotting dead matter of plants and animals. Soil profile. Here we can see different layers are clearly visible in this soil. A vertical section through the soil showing the different layers of soil is called soil profile. These layers are differ in texture, color, depth, and chemical composition. These layers are called horizon. The uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals. The humus makes the soil more fertile and provides nutrients to growing plants. This layer is generally soft, porous, and can retain more water. It is called the topsoil. It is called the topsoil or a horizon. This layer provides shelter for many living organisms such as worms, rodents, moles, beetles, etc. The roots of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoil. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. These layers are generally harder and more compact and is called the B horizon and or middle layer. The third layer is the C horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and creeks. Below this layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade. Composition of soil. Minerals, humus, air, water, rock particles. Soil types. Soil is classified on the basis of proportion of particles of various sizes. Now, types of soil. First, sandy soil. Second, clay soil. Third, loamy soil. If the soil contains greater proportion of big particles, it is called sandy soil. If the proportion of the fine particle is relatively higher, then it is called clay soil. If the amount of large and fine particle is about the same, then the soil is called loamy soil. Thus, the soil can be classified as sandy, clayey, and loamy. The size of the particles in a soil has an influence on its properties. Sand particles are quite large, they cannot fit close together. So, there are large spaces between them, and these spaces are filled with air. Water can drain quickly through the spaces between the sand particles. So, sandy soil tends to be light, well aerated, and rather dry. Clay soil. Clay particles, being much smaller, pack tightly together, leaving little space for air, unlike sandy soil. Water can be held in tiny gaps between the particles of clay. So, clay soil have less air, but they are heavy as they hold more water than the sandy soil. The best topsoil for growing plant is loamy soil. It is also called loam. It is a mixture of sand, clay, and another type of soil particle known as silt. Silt occur as a deposit in riverbeds. The size of the silt particles is between those of the sand and clay. The loamy soil also has humus in it. It has the right water holding capacity for the growth of plants. So, there are the three types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. Different types of soil are found in different parts of India. In some part of the India, there is clay soil, in some part there is loamy soil, whereas in some other part there is sandy soil. Soil is affected by climatic factors such as wind, rainfall, temperature, light, and humidity. The climatic factors as well as the type of the soil determine the type of crops and other vegetations which can grow in a region. Different types of crops grow well in different types of soil. Now, soil and crop. For growing cereals like wheat and gram, loamy soil is suitable. For growing cotton crop, sandy loam soil, which is drain water easily and can hold plenty of air in it, is more suitable. For paddy, rice, clay soil is suitable, whose water holding capacity is very good, and it is ideal for growing paddy and rice. Now, I hope students you understood the topic soil and soil profile and which are the soil are suitable for which type of crop. Now, let's answer the following questions. First, name the various components of soil. Second, list the differences between clay soil and sandy soil. Third, a little of soil is stirred with water in a beaker and allowed to stand. Which component of soil will float on the surface of water? Student, please write down this answer in your notebook. Thank you.